Morning guys and girls, Phil here from the Leicestershire Gun Centre. So we've got a quick review today on two airsoft rifles. They're both the same but they're not. One is a Sportline model and one is a higher end model, and you can instantly tell the difference. Watching a video not so much, but in the hand you can instantly tell the difference. So I'll lay this one down. So the black one is going to be the higher end model and the price reflects that. Tan one, I mean, you may be able to sort of see from the video, one's got a very obvious shine and sheen to it, whereas the more expensive one does not. So I'm going to focus on the higher end model to start with, but just keep in mind that we do have the same design in tan in the Sportline model, priced at the 150. So keep that in mind. But I want to focus on the higher end model because it feels nicer in the touch, it feels nicer for the weight, it's better constructed, and it has a nice blowback feature as well. But start from the front. So as with a lot of airsoft guns, and you might find that some of the videos become a little bit monotonous with it's got this, that and the other, it's kind of unavoidable. A lot of airsoft rifles have the same features, so it is what it is. But going from the front, you have got, you guessed it, your 14mm thread to pop on your silencer and or tracer units. This particular one has a grub screw in there that you will need to remove if you want to take out the entirety of the front. You won't want to do that anyway, you just want to take off the flash hider itself here. So you can twist and take that off. Further backwards, you've got your rails on the left and right hand side of the rifle. They are removable, but there's nowhere else to really put them, so you may as well leave them in place. You've got nothing on the underside, so there's nowhere to mount a grip or anything, so you've got to keep that in mind. There's not any retail space there to work with. On the top, having said that, you've got a relatively decent amount of rail space there. Flip up sights on the front and the rear again. Now, they are removable. Actually, I would probably say they're not removable, certainly not easily. You've got what looks like a tap out pin, but I would potentially leave those in there. They're not overly pronounced, to be honest with you, so you could easily fit an optic of your choosing on the rear without them getting in the way, so I would leave them where they are. On the body of the rifle, you have got your ambidextrous fire selector there and on the other side, so left-handed or right-handed shooters, you're good to go. And it's a really quirky design, I've got to say that. Yeah, it's an odd one. Your stock is adjustable to that length there, so that will count for, that'll work for most players out there. And it is also foldable as well. I've just done the video for the G14 as well, which again is another very unusual rifle. This again sits in the same category. It's a bit of an odd one. It's a bit. I've heard some people call it a boat. Some people have said it looks a bit like a fish. It is a bit quirky. I mean, the model itself is actually from Beretta. They do make real versions of this, so this is a true to life replica, if you will. It's not something that a brand has kind of made up. It takes M4 magazines as well, which is a good thing because everyone's got a pile of M4 magazines. I went through my kit yesterday because I've got a game on the 24th, and I came across like 20 M4 magazines in my kit bag, and it was just, everyone's got M4 magazines. So any platform, it's nice to have a platform that uses M4 magazines that isn't an M4. And that's not because I don't like M4s, I've got about 6 of them myself. But it's nice to have something a bit different. So that's the black one in all its glory. And this is the tan one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, don't get me wrong, but it is certainly lighter. It's got a bit of a glossier finish to it, which isn't great. Obviously, performance-wise, that's going to give you an overall better experience, and it's got the blowback. This one doesn't. But if you just want something cheaper, and you do like the look of it, you want that kind of style, you're a bit of a player who only plays like once a month and you don't need to spend a fortune, then maybe this will suffice. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You just can certainly tell the difference from one to another. But this is the Beretta ARX, both in store of course, and they are on the website as well. So if you do want to come and take a nosy at one, you can do. As I mentioned, they're not for everyone, but yeah, you never know. You might pick it up and you might be like, actually, this is quite comfortable, or you quite like the shape and the design. So pop in and take a look. We are open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as of April the 1st. Yeah, they're certainly quirky bits of kit. But pop down, have a look, or have a look online and see what you think to them. Cheers.